Hello? Can you hear me? That's the first question that I'm going to ask forever and for always. I'm here. My name is Roxanne. I am the camp administrator, even though that really doesn't apply to this camp. And I'm going to wait for somebody, a lovely viewer, if they would, perhaps Mooncrow or a Ninja Pig.
Because it can't be one of us, because we always hear ourselves when y'all can't hear us. So
yeah, can y'all hear me? It's weird. You're hi. Can you hear me? I'm not saying hi. I'm asking a question. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Okay. We can hear you. Can you hear me? I'm loud.
You are coming in a little hot.
Hey, you know what? That's better than last time. I can fix that. If my crew would have told me... What do you mean it doesn't? Shut up, David. As long as you can hear me. I'll turn my audio down. I think I boosted the mic just to play around because I didn't know. Okay. There. The others are quiet. Thank you. I don't need highs and hellos. I need help. All right. Just seconds, y'all. I see you all every day. It's fine.
I've always been a quiet since the day I was born.
He'll be here all week, folks.
That's what you think.
By waiter, I mean us. Oh. Are we switching over to the video, or are we?
Not yet. I'm gonna fix my audio while the others while they're here, hopefully giving me helpful info.
Oh, you're fixing your audio. If you guys didn't know, the Call of Cthulhu 2D20 system just came out. It is a Call of Cthulhu based game. It's not the same system. It's Modifius's kind of home system, and it is set in World War II. So it's something we've been playing in the podcast that I've got John and Roxy on. You can find that by searching for Nerds Domain on any of your podcast aggregators. I don't know what you call them. Like anywhere you can get a podcast, just search for Nerds Domain. You'll find it there. But the new Quick Play came out. It's free. If you go to modifius.net, you can find it there. Just click on the thing and it'll take you right through. It'll tell you have to put in card information. You really don't. It'll get you what you need for free. And it should get you all set. And it comes with like pre-made characters and a little adventure. It's like 48 pages. So you should definitely check that out.
How about now? Am I still coming in super hot?
No, better.
You sound really good. Like there's no peak.
Still like I have a torn diagram.
In the mic or in your body?
In the mic.
There's different issues that have to be dealt with in that case.
I know. David's trying to be over help. I just need to know if you can hear me and you can understand what I'm saying. I appreciate your attempts at being uber helpful, but I'm on the mic that I'm on.
I think you sound great, and honestly, there's no distortion, so that's even better.
Yeah.
Here, I even lowered the boost a little bit more. Maybe that's a little better.
No, it sounds good.
Okay, we're going to go with it.
Cool.
Okie dokie. Well, as I said, my name is Roxanne, and I am the camp administrator tonight at Bunkhouse B, Camp Coldwind. I am joined tonight with our friend Shawn, who's playing Ricky Haskins. John, my husband, who's playing London Schulman. And our friend Matt, who's playing Kevin MacAlester. Not that one.
Hey!
Sorry.
I got a pocket full of bubble tape. Or not bubble tape. Big League Chew. I got a pocket full of...
Big League Chew.
So...
You got 2 pocketfuls. You got 2 packages of Big League Chew.
Ricky gave him the other Ricky. Rick Decker gave him a bunch of Big League Chew. And then they proceeded to make him question everything that he ever believed about life and his family, and offended him deeply and hurt his feelings. And he said, here, don't worry about what that cost. Just take it and go, and I'll see you guys later. Sorry, I have a dog that's like coughing up her body right now. What are you doing? Stop. We're online. Stop. But yeah, so quick recap before. Well, you know what? First, so Matt just gave a little bit of an announcement. Does anybody else, any of my other people here, do anybody else have an announcement, something they want to promote real fast? You know, one of our members now, just one of them, is in Texas and survived the big freeze of 2021.
I did.
So
we were lucky. We were only without power for 38 hours.
Jeez.
Only. Yeah, I know. Some people just got power back today. So that was a pretty crummy situation, and it was really not handled well by anyone that could have possibly maybe made a difference. So but we're glad that Texas is kind of on the mend. Also, you know, we were worried. We missed everybody. We loved everybody, and we're really worried about everybody, but we were also pretty darn thankful to not be there. So, because we had freezing temperatures that were far colder, and everything's fine. I mean, I almost fell one time, but that was about it.
Just shoo him down the stairs to the door. Like, open it up, shoo him down. Duke was standing at the garage door just screaming for 5 minutes. Aiden comes down to let him out, and now he's sitting on the stairs staring at Aiden like, what do you want me to do?
Cats.
Freaking...
Who needs them? Really? I mean, really. But yeah, John, did you have an announcement you would like to make? Matt, did you have
No, I'm holding off until next week when we have Ninja Crusade.
Are we having Ninja Crusade next week? Is that an announcement? Because you said we were going on a hiatus.
Well, we were, and then last weekend we were going to go ahead and do it anyway, but then we had a lot of our crew, which are also
Lost
in Texas.
Power, that's
lost
right.
Power.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep up with the hiatus schedule. That's all. All right. So, all right. Well, recap here. This is our third week. Unfortunately, our first week got lost to the cyber gods because I forgot to release it from its cyber prison. So you're just going to have to go off my recaps last week, which I think was a better episode, personally. Although the first episode was fun. But yeah, last week, our group... yeah, cats. What do you do? Sorry, look at the chat. Last week, our group got to talk more with their old pal, Rick, also known as Ricky, the other Ricky, also known as Icker, or YKCIR. Their friend from Bunkhouse B and Camp Kiwagwa back in 1993, I believe it was. And they got to reunite with him a little bit more, catch up, talk about things. Ricky knew some stuff about weirdness in this part of the world. His grandfather is the head groom / groundskeep and caretaker of Camp Coldwind, the equestrian center there in an unnamed location at the foot of Mount Tom in somewhere along the Ohio River Valley. And they got to talk to him and discovered a little thing. We learned about the Cold One, which is a myth and a lore that was passed down from the original inhabitants of the area, the native groups and the indigenous folk that lived there, and then the settlers that moved in. And we got a huge lore dump last week. We also talked about cryptids called chillbanes that are said to... Did I cut out for a second there? Chillbanes are said to... what did I say? Messengers of the Cold One. So, and then they had dinner together and were discussing plans for how they were going to protect themselves and if something needed to be done. And our boys, Ricky, London, and Kevin, seemed to come to some unsettling conclusions about our beloved caretaker, Mr. August Cartwright, otherwise known as Rick's granddad.
Yeah,
and he says, yeah, they came to the conclusion that he was feeding the Cold One. Did we have a reason for why he was feeding the Cold One?
Yeah, it was we theorized, correct me if I'm wrong, that he was trying to... It was sacrifices to keep the Cold One from rampaging down into the town.
Right, because there were stories of the first time that certain events happened, namely, we had some weird phenomenon happening in the woods on the Tom, where the paper birch trees seem to bleed or ooze like a thick red sap. That is very, very unusual. That is not something that normally happens, but Ricky called it Tom's blood, referring to the mountain. And yeah, and they said that in the first year that happened, that blood appeared, and then the cold one rampaged the town of, just a few white settlers that had moved into the region and had sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear my dog clicking around, but that's all I can hear. So, but had rampaged and taken children and work hands and all kinds of stuff. So the boys seemed thoroughly ready to bug out. Didn't much have an option for that, or another idea on how to handle it. So we ended last week with a knock at the door, and Ricky saying, "Guys, let me in." So that's where we're going to jump back in tonight. Sorry, I was like, nope, what are we noping about? I got to turn off chat so I can't see it. I just get too distracted, y'all. But as it is, I'm going to go and run the intro. We'll be back in about 30 seconds or so. We'll see you guys in a sec. Well, I'm glad you can't hear the dog. I wasn't sure what that was in reference to. Good, because Fred was just clippity-cloppeting around with his nails on the hardwood, and it was very frustrating. So, guys, let me in! Let me in!
It's the second time you've made me jump with that.
Right?
knock.
That's like, who's not
Matt was gonna Yeah, I'm glad you all can hear that knock.
I'm gonna run over and open the door.
Outside the door, you see Ricky, and he looks wide-eyed, wild-eyed, and breathless, like he ran over here. His cheeks are flushed. He's sweating a little bit, and you let him in, or
Yeah. What? Get in here. What's wrong?
It's like full dark right now, right?
yeah, you guys have been back at your place for a little while, and it is the winter months in this area, so it gets dark a little early. But yeah, we're gonna say it's probably 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, get in here. What's wrong?
Everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. But you were right. You were totally right. We have to go. Grandpa said he's going to get us out of here.
All of us,
All of us.
including the other cabin.
I mean, yeah. We'll have to come back to them.
Really
Oh,
quick,
whoa,
tell us
whoa,
something
whoa.
that only you know, so that we know that you're you.
What? Oh my
Yeah.
God. You flirted
That's
with
a
me.
good idea, London.
Okay, he got that part.
Is that enough? Can we go now?
Can we get our luck back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Roll your luck, folks.
Woohoo! 5.
Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke.
I'm gonna check the salt at the door. Shut the door. I'm gonna check the salt at the door. Make sure it was not broken by Icker. If it was, I will fix it. But I'm gonna take a look out over the area before I shut the door. Do I see any lights or anything out there?
Just the normal sights of the camp at night, which is very little. There is no light coming from the other cabin, though, which is odd.
So wait, Rick, your grandfather. Where's your grandfather at right now?
He's getting the car ready, and he's coming to get us.
So he's going to drive the car to this cabin.
Yes.
Okay.
More convincing than you're
What
being.
about? So if he's got a car, what about the other cabin? Where are they?
What do you mean? Where are they? They're in the. I assume they're in the other cabin. I mean, they left with when dinner was over. They came back, right? I've been up at our house. I'm coming here to get you because you were right. There's something bigger going on here, and Grandpa says he's got to get us out of here.
I roll psychology. I will definitely
Sure.
fail because
Sure.
something seems sus, and
Yeah,
I'm not sure. 14 under 15. Yes.
Nice.
It looks like he is just telling the truth, and he's just scared out of his mind.
Okay.
He looks very, very worried.
He's coming off a little. Sure.
That could be me coming off a little weird, but yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, if you just found out that everything's true, I mean, I can see him being weirded out.
He seems sincere.
Yeah.
Other Ricky, not you, Ricky. The other Ricky, the Ricky that's here in this cabin. Can you toss me your knife?
Okay, the switchblade.
Yeah.
Okay, I toss him. It's not open, so I toss it to you.
I grab it. I'm actually going to go sneak over to the other cabin and see if.
Are you going to stab them?
No, but I'm going to I'm going to be protected.
Oh, okay, cool.
Kevin, where's that broom handle that you found, or was it a mop handle?
I'm holding it. Like when somebody pounded on the door, I grabbed it right away. There's no way I'm not.
Are you staying here?
I think
are you staying here because I'm going with London to cover his back.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the door open here, and I'm going to stand here and watch. And when you guys get killed, I'll feel really bad.
I'm going to go with them because.
No, you're not. You're going to stay right here.
No, I'm going to go with them.
Oh,
You're not going to go check out that cabin?
Can we see the other cabin from here?
Yeah, you saw that there were no lights on it, which was weird.
Right, but listen, Rick, we're safe here. Do you see the salt? And I'll point it out. Listen, the salt here should protect us from whatever spirit things are out there. It creates a barrier. We've got it all the way around.
These aren't spirits, Kevin. It's not gonna work.
How do you know that?
Because Grandpa told me everything.
What is it then?
It is a physical, actual thing. The Chillbanes, we said cryptids, they're real. Grandpa talks to one every year because he has to.
Right. Every bit of reading that I've done says that creatures that are not of normal origin like us cannot pass through salt barriers.
Who said they're not of normal origin? Can Sasquatch pass a salt barrier?
Sasquatch aren't real, but that's just dumb.
Okay, you obviously have no concept of what you say you know. And here, it's Sasquatches.
I'm sorry. Kevin is not laughing, but Matt just realized how idiotic he sounded when he said it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's Kevin, by the way. Perfect.
Sasquatch doesn't give two craps about your salt ring, buddy. That's for demons and God knows what else.
And we don't know what this is. You say it's physical, but demons possess people all the time. They couldn't pass this. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to go step over your salt ring because I'm a physical, real person that is not possessed by a demon, and I'm going to go help your friends not die.
How are you helping
go check this place?
Go see if anybody's in the other building. We can see them from here.
So while Kevin and Rick are arguing, I'm in my bag. Since I tossed my knife to London, I'm going to grab out a can of Aquanet and a lighter.
Oh, okay. Got to keep your hair.
No, not keep my hair, but this is...
Redneck.
No, I'm with you on that.
His keen fashion sense.
I got to make sure it's all good before I get to killed.
Roll appearance.
All right.
Yeah, go on and go over there. We'll go ahead and follow you guys while Ricky and Kevin argue about the usefulness of salt against cryptids. Like Rick's like, if a chupacabra or the Jersey Devil walked over here, they'd lick your salt and come in.
Jersey Devil could not touch the salt. It would burn him. You obviously haven't read up on this stuff, Rick.
Well, you obviously haven't read up on all the stuff.
Y'all are making me really regret this shit.
What? Okay.
Come on, London, let's go. I got your back.
All right, so you guys
Now
go
I'm
on.
trying to sneak over.
All right, give me a stealth roll.
Both of us?
Sure, yeah.
That's I'm gonna spend 1 luck, and that'll get me to a hard success.
All right.
I'm going to spend 5 luck to get to a regular success.
Okay, you get over there. Nothing jumps out at you.
Does the door look like it's unlocked, open, or just still closed?
The door is closed. I don't know if you could tell visually upon a sight inspection whether or not it's locked, but if you want to fondle it, maybe you could find out.
I'm gonna fondle.
Jiggle the handle.
If you're going to pat it down, find out if it's locked or not.
I'm grabbing it by the knob.
Okay. Door opens. If you twist it, it'll open.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long day with 1-year-olds, Matt. This is what we do to get out some tension.
So I push the door open.
It is dark inside. You do see some, it looks lived in, at least for the couple days that you've been there. It's got the smell of teenage boy, especially teenage boys that have been working on a horse farm. There are open packs. There's some magazines strewn around. Clothes, snacks, general paraphernalia for a group of 3 16 to 17-year-old boys stuck in juvie.
Excuse me, and the layout's the same as the cabin that we're in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. It's identical.
So I'm gonna reach over by the door, flip on the light.
Okay, light goes on.
Is the bathroom door shut?
It is not. In fact, there's some clothes sitting on the threshold there. It's not. Obviously, these boys do not keep a tidy residence, and there's even like a wet footprint back there, like somebody got out of the shower and just walked right out onto the carpet.
And this is my memory, and there's nowhere else that they could be hiding in here.
Oh no. I mean you
can look under a bed.
Check the fridge, look under the beds, things like that. But
I mean, check the fridge.
Huh?
I don't want to check the fridge.
Yeah, I mean it's a mini fridge. They'd have to be contortionists to get in there, but you never know.
Or dismembered. I'm gonna look at London and be like, this isn't good. I mean, they should be here.
Yeah. Give me a second. Make sure nobody comes to the door. Like wait here.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the door and just stare out and make sure no one's coming up.
I'm just going to, I hate to say it, I'm going to ransack the place and make sure there isn't anything usable here because my character thinks they're probably dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna say over my shoulder or while I'm watching, it's like, do you think they're dead or do you think we're the ones that are going to die because they already rescued these guys?
I think they're dead.
Hope so.
I'm just doing a really quick search, and if
give me a ransack check. Give me an investigation check. Ransack.
What's the investigation under?
Isn't it one of your top?
It is
Isn't
not.
it up at the top? Oh, is it not? I thought it was one of the things up at the. What am I thinking of? Intelligent. Give me a spot hidden. Give me a spot hidden.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, wrong game.
All right, so that is. I'll spend 3 luck and get a hard success.
All right, just use that luck up. Hopefully this is your last night needing it. Let's see here. Hard success. You find a baseball bat. You find a Swiss Army knife. And you find what looks to be a full set of pilfered silverware from the lodge. So you have a butter knife, a salad fork, and a serving spoon.
I'm taking them all and I'm running back to the other cabin.
You guys have seen that video where the guy just gets like beat to death with a spoon over like the course of like years, right? Where this guy just is sitting here.
Yes, I love that skit.
I mean, if that's what you want to do to an eldritch god, then, enjoy.
All I can think of is the Blue Raja from Mystery Men.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Pretty much.
Good. As we walk in, I'll be like, "Hey, Kevin, we found you a baseball bat."
Thank God. This broom handle. Here, Rick, take this. Just in case.
And
Hand him the broom handle.
Rick holds it and he's like, okay. And then you see him reach down and he pulls out like a full on like Bowie knife that he's got strapped to his hip that you just didn't even notice.
Oh, that makes my.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay.
That makes my switchblade seem sad.
So,
Well,
when's
we can.
when's your grandpa coming?
Soon, but we need to go ahead and get whatever you want to take with you, and then we're leaving. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna meet him out front. So hopefully he gets here soon. But he was dealing with some stuff.
Whatever happened to the other guys, they're not in there anymore.
They're gone.
They're gone?
They're gone.
They're gone.
Like they just disappeared.
Well, Grandpa's dealing with some other stuff. I mean, obviously, that's the other stuff.
I hate to say it, but I feel that way.
Look, here's your switchblade back, and I'm going to open up the Swiss Army knife. Give me the broom handle. And I'm going to start whittling off the tip of the broom handle.
Nice. Yes.
Did I mention that chillbanes are made out of like wood?
Why do you think I have my?
No, you didn't mention
lighter? Yeah, it's the last time she did.
Yeah, they sound like, they look like really like winter barren ints, like very skinny, leafless ints, very long, tall, like stick bugs.
Sure.
Okay, I just didn't know what an ent was, so.
Oh, I'm out of character. Roxanne described them as leafless, barren ints. That's my out of character thing.
Oh, I know, but I'm talking in character.
You've really never read The Lord of the Rings? One day they're going to make a movie series out of it, and it's going to blow people away. It has to. It's like, it's one of the... We don't have time.
He's more anime. He doesn't do the high fantasy. He's more anime.
What?
He likes the Japanese cartoons.
I don't remember if Ricky liked Japanese cartoons or not. It doesn't matter. You mean like Speed Racer?
We knew about he liked peeing in cups and then drinking it later.
Are we still talking about that? I believe...
It's a high-pressure situation, Rick. What do you expect us to do? Look,
just get your shit in a bag. Just get your shit in a bag and let's go. God. And he goes.
Okay, let's do this.
He goes to the window and or he goes to the door and he starts. He's like, he kind of walks out a ways, looking. It looks like he's looking for a truck or something up the road.
Kevin, you ready to go? I got my stuff in my bag. I never really unpacked it.
Yeah, I lost a couple of things I took out, and I'm ready to go.
London, you good?
I'm good. Let's do this.
I'm waiting here till we see those truck headlights. I'm not going outside again.
Ricky's out there and he's like looking at his watch. He's pacing.
I'm gonna be out there in case Ricky needs help then.
I mean, you guys are out there. You're waiting for a while, and he's getting seriously agitated. He said he was coming. I'm gonna have to go back up to the farmhouse. I can't. Something is not right. Well, I mean,
it's long enough that we use the golf cart to get back and forth.
Yeah, I at least have to go. It's out back past the lodge. I ran all the way here. I can do it.
I can run all the way there too. That's not a problem.
London, can you run?
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
What do you mean London can run? London excels at running.
Thanks, but yeah. Actually, I'm pretty fast.
So,
yeah, let's go.
Ricky paces a little bit. He's like, I really don't want to go, but we have to go. And so yeah, you guys start up the long road up to the lodge and beyond it. As you approach the lodge, you do see two headlights glaring out in the night. The lights are off at the lodge, though, which is also very odd.
The headlights are stationary. They're not like coming towards us.
They're stationary.
Do we hear the sound of an engine running?
You do. Sounds. Give me a listen check.
I hear nothing.
I got a success. You're gonna roll, Ricky?
Oh, yeah. My listen's not great, but let's see what happens. Oh my god, it is a 2. I got a where's my listen at? I've got a extreme success.
Nice.
My listen's not very good. I'm not gonna hear anything. Extremely well.
You can tell that this engine is a 250.
I think it's using super unleaded.
Yeah.
Is it
And,
a Hemi?
huh?
Is it what?
Is it a Hemi?
Exactly. Yeah. This sounds like a real big engine, like bigger than what you would think of, like in a pickup truck or a car or an average family vehicle.
Is it the school bus?
Sounds like it could be the school bus. Like you, with an extreme success and a 2, I'm gonna say that you're like, oh, and you immediately can smell the cigar smoke and hear the greasy voice and see the greasy smile of Mr. Durbin, the driver.
Guys, that's the school bus. I guess Rick wasn't lying. They were gonna get us out of here.
What was the plan? I thought that your grandpa was bringing a car. Why is the school bus
Yeah,
here?
why the heck is the school bus here?
He was bringing our truck. It's a big old blue Suburban. He was not bringing the bus. The bus doesn't stay here.
Yeah,
So-
and that guy said he wasn't going to come back until he got a call.
Yeah.
What guy?
The bus
You gotta
driver.
drove us.
You guys.
Yeah, I could hear him talking to your grandpa.
What did he say?
That there was no big deal, and that we were a bunch of kids, but it wasn't a problem, and that just trying to ease your grandpa off the ledge is the best way I could say it. Your grandpa was really upset we were there, but he was just like, it's not that big a deal, and this deal, and everything would work out.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, this proves that my grandfather is not bad. He did not want you guys here.
I don't know. I don't know that that's proof, Rick. Like, I don't think
It
that
is
word means
because it must because that the bus driver must have known. He must know that this stuff happens.
Well, maybe, but either way, ain't it weird that your the lodges or whatever it is, his lights up ahead are off?
Why don't we just jump in the bus and leave?
No, something is definitely not right here. This is not how this was supposed to happen. Now
So
I don't know.
He wasn't gonna drive us from the cabins to the bus.
No.
He was gonna drive us straight out of here to the Suburban.
Yes.
But he wasn't gonna get the other boys.
I think he was going to get the other boys. I don't know
established
why he wouldn't get the other boys.
established that we had flashlights, right? Or a flashlight at least. Am I misremembering that?
Yeah, sure. I don't remember if
Guys.
we established that or not, but yeah, sure. That's fine.
Let's just check it out, because if this was a plot of an anime, I guarantee that guy's back because his grandpa was saying he wasn't going to follow through or something.
So you're saying the bus driver's here to make sure that it happens?
Probably.
Guys, we do not want to get on that bus.
Why?
Why?
If we get on that
Why
bus?
do you not
Because what if the bus driver's there?
What if he is?
That's why we're going to be careful when we check it out. If he's there, we'll figure out what we're going to do. If he's not, we can at least drive the bus to your
How close?
your bus.
How close have you guys continued to walk since you saw the headlights?
I hadn't really planned on slowing down.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to need stealth checks from all of you.
Oh my goodness, I got a 10.
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
I got
It's
a hard success.
And I got a 23 for a hard success.
Nice. Okay. Well, so you guys are approaching. Again, the only lights that are there that you can see. What? What are you giggling at, MacAlester?
We all go hard.
Yeah, you all rolled hard. But I'm going to ask a question because I remember that Kevin, I think, made a spot hidden check way back in the first episode. Somebody made a spot hidden check to look at the insignia on the bus driver's jacket. Does anybody remember what that was?
I remember checking out the bus to make sure it was safe.
Okay. Well, not going to worry about it then because it wasn't important enough to remember, so I'm going to let it slide. Ricky might have liked to have known. But yeah, so you guys get closer. You still only see the headlights. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden check. Nobody is saying anything. You're not hearing any other movement around you. You are being a little bit more quiet.
Extreme success.
You got an extreme success?
I got a 2.
All right, then I'm not going to spend any luck then. You're eagle-eyeing it.
That's fine. You do notice a third light, a very small orange pinpoint, just off to the side of the headlights. And every now and again, it gets a little bigger, and you see just the hint of features of Frank Durbin's the lower part of his face, or Hank Durbin.
Is this on the passenger side, like with the side of the door?
Yeah, he's standing by. It looks like he's leaning maybe against the engine.
It doesn't seem like he's seen us.
Does not.
He has.
No, doesn't seem like he has. If he has, he is not showing any indication of that. With your stealth rolls, though, I'll tell you that he has not seen you.
Is this all gravel?
No, it's paved. This fancy.
Are
This
we
high.
anywhere near? Is there anywhere that I can see like a rock, maybe like a decent sized rock?
I mean, again, this this driveway or this long path is still, there's still a lot of natural tree growth on the sides. They kind of cut through it, but remember they wanted to leave a lot of the natural look of things. So as long as you don't approach even closer. So remember, it's all like a big circle drive, and the bus is out on the up closer to the lodge. Okay. It's a lot more clear up there. They've cleared everything out. You guys, I'm going to say where you are, you're maybe 100 feet off from the lodge. You're still in an area where it's wooded. You could probably find a rock in there. I'll have you roll a spot hidden, but you would think that you'd probably be able to find something. But if you venture out, it is dark, but there's some moonlight and stuff, but it's not much. We're going to say it's like a waning, it's a waning croissant. And
I'm going to push my luck because that's a critical failure.
For the spot hidden?
I'm gonna like actually bend down and like feel around for I need something like maybe a golf ball size or bigger.
Okay.
So I'm gonna feel around down there. So just for our listeners at home and to remind Roxy, because we don't use push our luck very often, if I fail on this, then there is a consequence to that failure. It's not just, oh, you did not succeed, but like, I don't know, like, oh, I go to find it and I trip and make a bunch of noise, or something along those lines.
There's going to be a consequence.
Yeah, well, I've got a 60 in spot hidden, and
yeah,
so I failed that.
Did you really? Nice. Okay.
and you cannot spend luck on pushing your
Pushing your luck. Okay.
What was the second roll?
75.
Oh,
75 or 60. Yeah. I had a literal 60% chance to succeed, and I failed.
All right. Well, as you go to look for that, you do make a little bit more, like you stumble a little bit, or you know what, maybe as you're feeling through the fallen leaves, you feel like something pokes your finger. Like and there's like a thorn or a twig with branch with some thorns on it, and you poke your finger at shit, and you're bleeding, and drop some blood on the floor there.
37 points of damage.
Huh?
37 points of damage.
Yeah. Bye.
Dude, Kevin, why are you making noise?
Looking for a rock. But
Why are you cussing?
It's this thorn. Like, look. Like, I'm bleeding.
Guys.
What?
Where'd the bus driver go?
Jeez.
Oh, shit.
Spread out. Don't get too close together. Keep an eye out. Let's look around and see if we can find him.
Have you ever seen a horror movie? Do not split up.
Well,
It's split up. I said spread out. We don't need him to like run us over with the bus and get all four of us at once.
You just need to everybody be looking in a different direction so
Hey.
you cover all the.
Hey guys,
What?
watch for him. And I take off running for the bus.
Oh, shit.
No. Okay.
Okay.
You're always the best, London. Bye.
I'm so good at running away.
What is he doing?
You are kind of going the wrong direction. Away means not towards.
Well,
All right. Well, London
I'll keep an eye out for
runs off.
Are you running with your spear?
yes, I am.
Is he gonna pole vault?
We'll find out. I don't know.
I'm watching.
London serpentine pattern.
You guys see nothing. So let me ask: are you? Give me a spot hidden. That's the only site-based check that I know of.
This is 96.
96.
That's an 81. That's a fail.
I got a 20, which is a regular success.
Well, you don't need a spot hidden. You're running. I'm sorry. I meant London and Ricky.
I got a critical success. I got a 1. I thank you, Dice, for redeeming yourself after 2 failures.
Okay. Ricky and Rick both failed. They are watching. They're just completely engrossed in watching London run, which was not what London asked for.
It's like watching a deer.
Yeah, Kevin is actually looking for the bus driver. Kevin thinks he sees the bus driver. Well, you got a 1, right? So yeah, you see that pinpoint of light up by the lodge. At where it should be for a man's height. If somebody was smoking a cigar. You do see that. But I need a... Go ahead and give me POW checks. Ricky. Well, just Ricky. Because London's running.
28.
Give me a POW check, Kevin.
So I'm going to spend 3 points for a regular success.
Okay.
What did you say?
POW.
Okay. Hey, I got a success. I got a hard success.
Okay. I need listen checks from both of you.
Oh my goodness. I passed with a regular success.
Goodness.
You hear a twig snap somewhere behind you. You didn't pass, Kevin?
I did not.
Okay. So you don't hear that, but Ricky does.
I'm gonna whirl around towards the
Rick
twig
does not hear it. I've literally rolled a 90. I've rolled probably 3 or 4 in the 90s for Rick Decker. So he's not. He's panicked.
So I'm gonna spin around and hold up the hairspray and the lighter. Like, what's out there?
Go ahead and give me. You don't see anything right now, but you don't hear another noise. Kevin, do you notice that Ricky seems to be, or do you keep an eye on London? Or do you keep an eye on the
driver? Yeah, I'm watching London and the driver because that's what I thought I was supposed to be doing. And since I'm
going to start backing up towards where I remember Kevin was.
Okay. So you guys are getting closer together?
Yeah.
And then when he bounces into me, I'll turn around and whack him in the face. It's just going to be great. This is definitely not a Three Stooges cartoon.
Well, we'll say Ricky bumps into Rick first. What?
There's something behind me.
You mean there's something?
What do you mean there's something behind?
I heard a twig snap back behind where I was. There's a twig snapped. I spun around and looked. There's nothing there. I've been keeping an eye and backing up towards you guys. Something's out there.
As soon as I stop watching this driver, he's going to disappear. I know it.
Keep your eyes on the driver. I'm watching behind us.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going towards our house. I have got to find Grandpa. If you guys want to stay here, I have to go find my grandpa.
That's fine, but I'm not leaving London behind.
No, I think that's smart.
Just said
go find Grandpa.
Said horror movie, don't split up, and you're going to split up? Is that what you're saying?
Do you want to go deal with the bus driver?
Kind of over what's ever out in the dark. Kind of, yeah.
Kind of a dick.
Who, me? You're calling...
No, the bus driver.
Oh, God. Jesus. I can never tell with you. Just insults and butthurt. I don't know what to do. All right. London.
Yes.
You make it to the... Were you headed toward the bus, or were you going to run past the bus?
Oh, I'm running onto the bus.
Okay. All right. So what are you going to... So go ahead. Give me... Is there... Like, there's not a move check or anything. I mean, you make it. After all this time, you make it. You guys watch London run to the bus, and the door is closed.
Okay, the door is closed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did I say the door was open?
Well, no, but I know that it's running. I look inside. Is there anybody in it?
No.
How would you get on a bus if I'm trying to figure out, how would I get on there?
Isn't there there's a little lever on the outside that you can... I mean, they don't leave buses open when there's nobody on.
True. Okay, I look for that lever then.
Okay, give me a spot hidden, because you've never fiddled with a bus before.
That is a success.
Okay, awesome. So you find the lever, and you it's a little tough to move, but you get it moved, and you get it open.
I get on there and I flip the switch again.
Well, now you're on the bus. So you were able to.
Yeah, the big one. I'm closing it up.
Okay. Go ahead and Kevin and Ricky, give me spot hiddens. Did he just get on the freaking bus? What the hell is he gonna do?
41 for me. That's a fail.
Kevin,
that's a success. It's a regular.
Okay,
success.
So you see this happen, and you're still watching the bus driver, and the bus, that pinpoint light does not seem to have moved.
So he just ran on the bus, and the bus driver didn't do anything?
Didn't do anything?
He got on the bus?
Kevin,
So I'm still facing away, so I'm like talking to Kevin, like, wait, did you say he got on the bus?
I turn around behind me where Ricky said he heard something, and I turn the flashlight on to look.
You see trees? shadows.
Okay.
Let's go towards the bus.
Okay.
London.
Let's go to the bus, and I quickly.
Okay. London, what are you doing now that you're on the bus?
Okay, now the door is closed. I look around to see if there's anybody else on the bus.
You don't see anybody else on the bus. Give me a spot hidden.
God, I hope you know how to drive.
That
Buses, I think,
is
are double
a
Oh, wait.
hard success.
Okay, yeah, nobody's on the bus. Give me a POW check, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard success again.
Yeah, that weird feeling that you got when you touched that red sap earlier, remember, and you know, everything, the feelings all kind of came back from Bunkhouse B when you'd cut your finger and stuff. You started to feel kind of like a weird sinking feeling in your gut when you got on the bus, but you shake it off.
Okay, I'm going to start trying to drive this crazy thing, even if I just put it in first gear towards my friends.
Okay, you just pop the clutch and let it roll towards your friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the base of a mountain. Hopefully, you're rolling in the right direction. So let's just for grins and giggles, give me either a drive check or give me just a straight like agility check. There's agility, isn't there?
Dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Hey, that is a success.
All right, there we go. So you are able to maneuver this big honking short bus all the way. I mean, do you try to keep it? Do you try to steer? Because
Yeah.
So you're going around. You're going around the. Unfortunately, you are going. Let's see. How did I have it faced? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're headed towards where your friends were. As you go, the lights kind of pan around, and the lights do kind of hit. You see Kevin, and they all kind of are facing away from you, though, right? You turned around, didn't you, Kevin?
No, I turned back around once I didn't see anything behind us and started moving towards the bus.
Okay, so you see your friends coming towards the bus, and do you stop and let them on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, I stop and open the door.
He's
They're like, get on quick.
Is the pinpoint?
Yeah, I'll get on the bus.
Is the pinpoint and light still there?
It is still there.
He's dead or something. I don't know. Yeah, I get in the bus.
Yeah, I was like, Kevin, get on the bus.
All right, so you guys get on the bus. Rick's like, okay, but we have to go back to find my grandpa.
Okay, but one of y'all drive. I'm going to check him. I did a really quick look. I didn't see anybody on the bus, but let's make sure nothing else is on here.
I know how to drive a little bit. I started learning. I can take over.
Yeah, dude, please, come on. One of y'all hop in. Make sure that door doesn't come open.
Which way do we need to go, Rick?
Oh, sorry. I forgot I was Rick. We're going to just follow the circle drive. There will be, once you come around to the other side of the lodge, there will be another little smaller driveway that goes off, and we go up there, and our house is farther up in the woods.
All right, I'm going to start driving the bus the way he said to go.
All right. Give me a drive check. Drive or Dex.
I am going to work with London to check the bus.
Okay, go ahead and give me some hidden checks, guys.
That is... I failed.
Okay.
I can't spend. I can't spend that much luck on it.
That's fine.
My drive's 39. I rolled a 67.
I rolled a 3.
Oh,
I'm just learning how to drive, guys.
Has anybody is there anybody, in chat we do have rerolls that can be granted to the cast if anybody would like to do that. Otherwise, I mean, nothing bad's going to happen. You're just going to go around the circle again because you're going to miss the turnoff. It's like you're stuck on a roundabout.
Ooh, will that guide us past where the bus driver is supposedly standing?
It will indeed.
I want to do that, guys. I want to see if he's
okay. That's fine.
I want to. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's smart. Since I screwed up, let's go back around.
As you get up there, the pinpoint of light is not visible anymore. Do either of you want to shine a light up there? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest that there's no stealth when you're driving around this this bus. So I mean, if somebody's out there, they see you. So you shining a light on anybody is not going to make a difference.
Yeah, shine the light, definitely.
Okay, you shine the light and you see the dead end of a cigar stuck in the mouth of a huge bear carving that was that's stationed there right by the door.
I'll look at Rick and be like, the bus driver got turned into a bear.
You are an idiot.
Wait, the bus driver got turned into a bear? What are you guys talking about?
That bear statue has been there forever.
It was turned into a
Is
bear.
that what you saw?
I saw the cigar light. He's got to be out here somewhere. I mean, obviously.
But on my searching the bus, I rolled that 3 that I just sent to our chat.
Okay, nice. You don't find anyone on the bus. The bus is empty. It is empty except for 4 very scared teens that don't know how to drive.
No, I'm learning. A bus is a whole different kind of beast.
Well, they are lacking the understanding with how to drive correctly. So anyway, with any kind of dexterity. So you make the circle again. I'll go ahead and I'm not going to have you roll it again. I just wanted you guys to drive around it one time because it was funny. And you see the turn off this time. Rick's like, it's right there. It's right.
Yeah, I see it. I turn.
Okay. You turn and you're driving up. You get up there and you see, as you get closer to that, you start to see kind of lights from a farmhouse up in the distance. And you get closer, you do see another set of headlights, and lights are on in the house, but you don't see anybody moving, and you don't see anybody around. Like, you don't see any movement in the house, and you don't see anybody around the Suburban that is idling in the driveway or out
so
the house.
I'm gonna ram the house. No, I'm just kidding. Rick.
You are not. Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. Little humor, because this is really stressful.
you just gave me palpitations. You're not. This is my family home. No.
I'm checking the bus to see if there's any personal belongings, perhaps from the bus driver, anything.
Up around the driver's seat, or
in that vicinity, or the glove compartment, whatever.
Stop bumping me. It's hard enough to drive without you bumping into me, London.
okay. In the glove compartment, you pull out some documents. You see insurance. You see registration. The bus is not registered to. Remember, the bus on the outside had the Griffin Detention Center painted on the side. The bus is not registered to Griffin Detention Center, strangely enough. It is registered to Low Pine Lodge, which is the name of the lodge that hosts Camp Coldwind, the equestrian camp. So the bus actually belongs to the lodge that you're at. You see some passes, some ID badges. One is for Griffin Detention Center. You see one for a couple prisons. All of them are have the face of Hank Durbin.
Do they all say Hank Durbin?
They do not all say Hank Durbin. But there's some prisons, some other detention centers. You see one for the New Tomorrow's work placement program, and you get the impression from looking all of this together and knowing or believing what you believe about what is happening on this camp and on this property, that Hank is a delivery man.
Guys, we're boned.
We're boned.
Guys, this bus belongs to this lodge, and this guy has IDs to go to any prison he wants to get people.
Hey, come here. Let me see that. Let me see. And Ricky comes over and he starts looking at this stuff and he goes, "None of this makes sense. I don't even know who this Hank Durbin guy is."
He's the driver that dropped us off.
This is the bus driver? I've never seen
Yeah.
this guy ever.
Your grandpa saw him. Grandpa seemed to know him.
This
pretty
Well,
is
I'm
well.
not saying he's not real. I'm just saying I don't know who this is. I know some of the lodge people. My dad was a member here years ago.
Well, whoever this guy is, he works for the lodge, and each one of these IDs is fake. We don't even know if Durbin's his real name.
I doubt it. I mean,
Does
how many
it
different
matter?
names are there? Like 6?
It matters as in our parents know that we're here, but they don't know who has us. They don't know who picked us up. There's nothing that proves that. Yeah.
I don't know what we can do about this now. I'm going to get off the bus and go find my grandpa and my grandma.
Yeah. We're going to do this quick. Does your grandpa have a gun?
Yeah, he's got a few.
Doesn't even know how to
Alright.
use them?
Then I want to find those guns in your grandpa, because if he doesn't have them, somebody else does.
I think
Okay.
that we have to have a plan to get out of here. Ricky, would you feel more comfortable driving the Suburban?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so I would say that we go in there, and if we don't find Rick's grandparents, that we run for the Suburban and get out of here.
So we're
Sounds smart.
definitely not going to take this bus again, correct?
If
Yeah,
you're more
we're not taking the bus gun.
comfortable with the Suburban, I don't think that the bus is a good idea. It's
Because
gonna be
I'm
bulky
thinking,
and-
I'm thinking that if we take the Suburban, I don't want Frank getting on this bus and chasing us. What if we slice the tires before we go in the house?
why don't we just take
Good
the-
idea. And Rick hands you his Bowie knife.
Those are going to be thick old industrial tires. Why don't we just take the keys?
That's probably a better plan.
Whatever. And he takes the knife back and he puts it in his sheath and he's like, "Can you open the doors, please?"
Let's go. There's no time.
Okay. And he gets off the bus and you see he takes off towards he breezes past the Suburban, kind of glances, doesn't seem to see anything that he wants to stop for, and runs on into the house.
Guys,
Let's
do you think
go.
they're
Let's
gonna
go.
actually
Let's
be
go.
alive
Let's
in
go.
there?
Let's go.
Before we leave,
Grandma.
do we actually think they're going to be alive in there?
Grandma.
I'm going to flash my flash in the Suburban real quick just to make sure that there's not like dead bodies sitting in it.
There's no dead bodies in the Suburban.
Okay, then it's idling, right?
I'm sorry?
It's idling, right?
It's
I'm
running.
gonna open up the driver's side door. I'm gonna take the keys out and put it in my pocket.
Okay. The lights douse and everything. You know what? No, the lights don't douse because headlights will stay on if you turn them on. Yeah. So, it stops idling. Car's off. Do you go inside?
Let's go in after
Yeah.
Rick. Yeah.
He's calling for his grandpa, his grandma. You can hear footsteps. Him running through the house. Calling. You see like. Again, it looks like people were here and not that long ago. There's like a cup or there's a pot of coffee. There's newspapers on the table. There's books folded down on, if you guys kind of look through the house as you're looking around, there's like somebody was reading a book, left it on the arm of their armchair. You don't see anybody. Ricky is looking pretty frantic, but
Where do they keep the guns?
and he heads into the den and he opens up, or he pulls out a key out of an upper shelf, and he unlocks the gun cabinet, and he pulls out. So there's a shotgun, there is a let's say a 30-30 rifle, and or whatever's in the book, a 30-06. If you guys want to pull those stats up real fast. I think I've got him over here too. I can pull up in a second.
Yeah.
And then there's some pistols. There's another shotgun.
I'll take one of the shotguns.
Okay.
I'm not great with it, but better than a
That's fine.
pistol.
They're shooting buckshot. So it'll be fine. we have a snoring dog in between us. But Ricky kind of he's kind of, you see him kind of going through the guns like he's looking for something, and he goes, "Guys, my grandfather's he has an heirloom 10 gauge that is not here, and that's so if he's got that and it's not here, and I didn't see it when I was looking for him. I mean, we can check the car to see if it's in the car, but if that's not here, then he's got it, and something's up. If he's got that, then he's doing something that kind of stresses me out."
I assume we
Is there a flare gun, maybe? You got to have a flare gun, maybe. I mean, you're all into the survival stuff.
I have some. I don't know if I have a flare gun. I've never been out like in the. I mean, flares around here. It's all kind of dry brush, so it's no.
Okay, don't worry about it. Just get whatever you can. Get whatever guns you can, and let's be ready to go.
Rick runs off, and he disappears for a little bit, but you guys grab up. I mean, when he opened the case, he shows you there's ammunition for everything. There's plenty. You guys, I assume, just grab handfuls of stuff and you start throwing it in your pockets. And there's. I'm trying to think of a good fire implement, but I can't really. I mean, he doesn't have a flamethrower or anything, but so. But yeah, so you guys load up on what you can. I assume you stock your pockets full of stuff, and you head back out. And Ricky is going through the Suburban. In the back of the Suburban, he's like, "My grandfather keeps like survival kits, especially in the winter. He'll have like blankets, and he'll have some like food and bottled water and stuff out here. So in case we're ever out and we get stuck somewhere." And so he's rifling through stuff.
While he's doing that, I'm looking around. I'm betting whatever's out here is coming closer to us.
Okay. I did find some road flares, but it's not a flare gun. All I have is road flares.
Okay. That'll work. They burn pretty hot.
Okay.
Real quick, before we go anywhere, does your grandpa have any kerosene in the house?
Maybe not in the house. He's got an old kerosene heater out in his workshop though. And there's a shed there. It looks like an outbuilding. It's a pretty good sized outbuilding that's back probably about 50 feet behind the Suburban.
Yeah, well, we may go by there, but I'm not going by there by myself.
I mean, I can go with you. What do you need the kerosene for? I mean,
well, if we find something, we can throw the kerosene and toss one of the road flares and poof.
I mean, I'll go with you if you want.
Is that what you were thinking about, London? Something so we could accelerate a fire if we need
Well, more than anything, let's be honest, I don't know how to use a gun, and I was just going to use the flare because I can fight. I kind of had to learn how to just to. I know I said I don't fight, but the fact is, when you're this small, people like to pick on you.
All right, well, if you just want to like throw flares at something, then I'm not going to bother with the kerosene.
I was going to stab somebody with a flare, but whatever.
No, that works. Okay, cool. Plan.
That's funny. I'll tell the story after a minute after the show about stabbing someone with a flare. Anyway, that's a rock band later. But you know what? I'm gonna say you guys get back to the car. I assume you all get in the car. Ricky is in the front seat. He doesn't even call shotgun. He just takes it. So he knows to play around a little bit more than y'all do. But I'm gonna say if there's nothing else you guys want to do right here, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a little bit of an early break because I need one. So and then we will get back to the action here in about 10 minutes. My timer's for 10 minutes, so we'll try to keep it to that.
Sounds great.
So, alrighty, is everybody good with that?
Sounds good.
Thumbs up.
All right, give us 10 minutes. We'll be right back, y'all.
Hi guys, we'll be back.
All right, welcome back. Hope you stayed with us through that break. We appreciate it if you did. If you didn't, good night, farewell. Don't ever come back. I don't like you. For no, I'm joking.
Except Greg.
I'm joking. It's fun.
Greg's our favorite.
Greg is here.
Also,
But yeah, so we're gonna. Oh, what'd you gonna say?
I also like Kelly too.
Kelly's great. I miss Kelly. I miss
Everybody
Shawn
say-
and Kelly in Madison.
Oh no, my Kelly, not Sean's Kelly.
Oh, well, I
Well, she
miss
could-
Shawn and Kelly. I don't
I
know.
was gonna say she can still miss by Kelly.
But you're right. It was the different Kelly. I was like, I forgot that you had a Kelly now too. But anyway, thank you for sticking with us. We are going to wrap this up here probably before 10 p.m. Eastern time. So we got about another hour and a half. I needed that break about 30 minutes ago, so I'm glad we took it when we did. This is what happens when you drink. You're drinking I'm drinking like 32-ounce things of water all the freaking time. But yeah, so they had just gotten into Suburban. The boys are the feedback I received from the chat that's live here in the house was like, "Wow, this is just a chaotic episode." And yeah, because it's 17-year-old boys scared out of their minds, running from monsters in the dark. So
Yeah, I'm about ready to kick Rick.
That's a recap of the episode.
I'm about ready to kick Rick out and end this episode early and just drive off into the sunset.
Sorry about your grandpa.
Why would you kick?
Bye!
Well, because he's not going to leave without his grandpa.
He got in the car.
Yeah, but think of it this way, Sean. When Monster starts chasing us, he's the one whose knee we kick
Okay,
and keep running.
cool.
Wow.
Same page.
And I hope it doesn't come down to whether or not he has to save y'all's asses again.
Whip out a machine gun and save us all. Oh,
All right. So you guys are in the Suburban. You're loaded up. You got firearms, ammo, some road flares that he found in the back. You've got food, water, blankets in the very back of the car. You got the winter weather hazard kit. And yeah, so I assume you start driving down the driveway. And Ricky's like, okay, well, if you come out, you'll go back to the circle drive, and then you'll just follow the road out back to the main street. I don't know where my grandpa is, but this is the only road out of here, so this is the way we go.
So we're leaving?
I mean, we can go back to the lodge, but I think it'd be better if we went and got help.
Was this your bug out plan? You said you had a bug out plan.
Me?
Yeah, you said you had all these plans if things went sideways.
Yeah, you said that at dinner, just a couple hours ago.
This is a Roxanne moment where she's trying to remember what she was talking about. Like about this particular situation, I said that, or about just like I'm a survivalist and
Surviving, and you said that you were like prepared if things went bad.
well,
Like, what were you thinking? Invasion from Russia, or
that movie. I guess it wasn't Russia and that.
No,
Was
it
it
was Russia and China.
Russia and China? Okay. What is that movie called?
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn?
Red Dawn.
Come on, Wolverines!
It's been a hot minute, and I honestly think I may have only seen the remake with Chris Hemsworth. So
okay. No, that's fine. Roxanne, don't feel bad. Original's good-ish.
Ish.
The remake is okay.
I mean, they're both ish, right? I mean,
Oh yeah. I mean,
if you want to shut your mind off and watch a fun movie, hey, go for it.
But when you watch Red Dawn, then you know why Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze hated each other while they did Dirty Dancing.
don't ruin it. No, I don't like Dirty Dancing either. So
What?
don't ruin my illusion. No, sorry. I grew up with I grew up with way too many girls at slumber parties wanting to just watch Dirty Dancing on repeat, and gag me with a wooden spoon.
Have the time of your life watching Dirty Dancing. Use the mic. Just use the gestures.
Okay,
All right. So
Rick,
he's like, I honestly, this is not what I planned for. I mean, if the grid goes down, we go and we survive in the woods. The woods might be trying to eat us.
Okay, so where do you want us to go?
I want you to go. What?
No.
Most definitely.
Trying to eat us. The woods. The woods are most definitely going to try and eat us. It's not
So
a
are we
fight.
heading to town to the sheriffs? Are we?
Yeah, I think we need to go get help and bring other people back here.
I think we drive until we run out of gas or the sun
Let's
comes
just
up.
go. But my thing is that also be prepared if we can't use these roads, is what I'm saying.
That's solid.
Oh, you just doomed us all, London.
Well, at least I'm thinking.
Just someone want to say what's the worst that could happen now?
I could literally walk to town faster than we're moving right now.
Then let's go.
I'm driving. No, I'm driving.
Okay. So,
we're driving.
You guys argue as you know. You guys have spent this entire evening arguing about anything and everything, and whether or not you're arguing. And you guys get back down. You get back down to almost to where the lodge is, and somebody is standing in the road.
Hit him.
Ram him?
Hit him.
Okay.
No, don't.
No,
Turn on your brights.
Hamming speed must...
Turn on your brights. Who is it?
Okay. Fine. Brights. Boop.
It's Grandpa.
It's not Grandpa.
Oh, flooring it.
Okay, hit him.
I need
Is it
POW
Durbin?
checks. I need POW checks from all of you.
I passed it. Regular success.
Regular success.
I spend 6 luck.
6 luck? Okay.
Oh, no, I've still got my salt. Don't worry, David. I have my salt. Because later I'm going to throw it at somebody and I'm going to sit assaulting them. Don't worry. I've been preparing for this joke for a month.
Okay. So, okay, you guys feel something kind of, and Ricky kind of gets weird, and
It gets weird as though he's been normal.
well, compared to you guys, he's kind of the straight one, but he's kind of the normal guy. He kind of, well, you know what? Somebody roll me a spot hidden, or anybody roll me a spot hidden.
I'm driving, so I don't think that's gonna. Yeah, I failed it. I'm paying attention
I
to
got
the road.
a 3 again.
Okay.
Those brights are too bright.
So you see it. So London, you see Ricky, or Rick, as it were. I guess I should just call him Decker. You see Decker, kind of frown, and his brow furrows, and he looks like he's got maybe he's getting a headache or something, and he shakes his head a little bit like he's trying to clear it, and he looks up, and so Ricky, you're speeding up, or are you just gonna drive straight at him?
I'm speeding up.
And Kevin, what are you doing?
Bracing for
telling me to speed up.
Yeah.
London, do you do anything when you see Rick Decker look a little weird?
Yeah, I'm going to say, Ricky, what's going on? And I'm going to draw everybody's attention to him. And if I see him go for a knife or anything else, I'm going to jump him.
He doesn't seem to go for a knife. You know, he's got the Bowie knife strapped to his thigh. But he kind of looks and sees that Ricky is speeding up. And he sees the figure in the road. And he lunges for the wheel to move it.
Can I contest that?
Yeah, so you contest it, I'm going to say with a strength.
Like that.
Do you have strength?
Game where
Yeah.
we die to a car wreck.
And then is anybody else going to do anything?
I am
Decker.
So both of you are going to try to go for him?
Yeah.
Does he have a seatbelt on?
Roll.
So I failed my strength check.
That's- I got a. I rolled better than my luck. I rolled a 9, and my luck currently is at a 26.
Okay. So yes, he's wearing a seatbelt. But let's see what London's doing.
Oh, you see what I'm doing? All right. I am going to grab the seatbelt and pull it tightly as much as I can. I'm going to use my legs and everything. So basically, I'm using that to make sure he can't reach across. Yeah.
And I reach across and like grab hold of him, and I got a extreme success on my fighting brawl. Really excited about that. So just restrain him. I'm not trying to hurt him.
He's restrained. He's restrained, and Ricky, roll me a just a second.
Murder with car. Hey, if you guys haven't joined our Discord yet, like Greg's a smart guy. Greg joined our Discord. You can join our Discord too by just clicking that link there that Nightbot just threw up, and join us on the Discord where we talk about nerdy stuff and how Henry Cavill's going to be in a Mass Effect something video thing. We don't know quite what it is. Or where we talk about all kinds of other nerdy stuff. Like, did you know that Spider-Man just announced the newest Spider-Man movie title, which is
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yep. I preferred Phone Home when that got released. I thought that was a great idea.
See the board when in the teaser trailer they had this big
and
board
homemade and yeah, it was great.
Like, no, this is already copyright. So you
it was solid.
That's what my point was.
I don't. What is I need something like focus.
Pow.
Another pow check. Okay, give me another
intelligence, depending on if it's like a mental process or like a will, like a.
It should be more of a mental process. So give me intelligence.
Cool. That is a regular success.
Okay, so with all of this going on and the commotion now beside you and behind you, you do manage to stay on course and you do not get distracted. And you may glance out, to the side a little bit just to kind of be like, what the fuck? And when you look back, the man has moved off. He is not in front of the car anymore. Do you continue going past him?
Oh, yes. We're just
whoosh. Okay. So you keep going. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check. Now, how many of you are familiar with Suburbans from this era? Okay, so they have like 3 rows of seats.
Yeah, you can fit like 7 people in it.
Freaking tanks.
Yeah.
So you want a dexterity check?
Yeah, or drive, whatever you was better for you. I'll let you.
Well, it's underneath. It's 1 point underneath my dexterity, so I am good with that.
There we go. So with that, you continue to go, and Ricky is still kind of struggling, and he's like, "Let me go." And I need you all to make POW checks again.
Oh no. Regular success.
Regular success.
All right, so you continue driving again. You feel something, but you kind of brush it off. Ricky is still struggling though, and he's like, "Let me go." But once the guy is off the road, he kind of goes limp.
That guy's casting spells. You know that, right, guys?
Casting what now?
He's casting spells.
Well,
we saw it back. We saw it back in camp. I mean, London, you experienced it a little bit. Remember?
Well, there's something going on, but you think it's spells?
That's the only thing I can think of. Why Rick over here just all of a sudden tried to jump me while I'm driving.
Rick is very quiet.
Is he unconscious?
He's not unconscious. He is conscious, and he's just sitting in the seat.
Tap him on his face, like not smacking him hard, but just like, why?
He's unresponsive.
Are his eyes glassed?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you got, guys? Do you just keep driving, or I don't want to stop and check on him.
I don't know how to get out of here.
Yeah, you've got a ways to go on this path, but if you remember from when you came in, you don't remember a whole lot of offshoots. It was it's a winding path, so it's very fluid and goes through a lot of trees, but it's also a straight line in the sense that it doesn't have a whole lot of offshoots.
Hopefully he wakes up before we get to the main road, because I don't know if we go right or left.
Does it even matter at this point?
Depends on if we want to find the police department he was talking about, or the sheriff's department he was talking about. I don't care either way. If he's not awake by the time we get here, flip a coin and I'll go whichever way we want.
Does anybody have a cell phone? No.
It's 1997.
Sorry, I had to remember. My time.
There's not a car phone in this vehicle.
Is there a CD
box and you extend the antenna and you unvelcro the top and you pull out the whole handset and you hit.
But is there a CB in this car?
There is a CB in this car, but before that, I need you to roll me a drive. Or give me a spot hidden check.
Because I've been so good at those.
Only driver.
Yeah, failed.
Okay. A large four-legged creature runs in front of the car. And since you failed your drive check, you do not you swerve to miss it, obviously, and the car spins and there's a lot of screaming, because it's like the size of like a buck, like just walks through the road as bucks do when you're in deer country. And so it spins. You don't hit a tree. I'm going to say you didn't hit a tree. But you do go off the road.
Kevin, do you see my backpack back there?
Yes, definitely.
Can you get a clean pair of underwear out for me? Because I think... no, I'm kidding. I didn't. But did you guys see that?
What was it?
It looked like a big old deer.
Nothing we're supposed to be running from looks like a deer, does it?
I am going to say that... go ahead and... everybody roll luck checks to see if you're wearing seatbelts. To determine if you knocked your head or not.
23. I was wearing my seatbelt.
Nope.
Click it or ticket. London was not. He was too busy holding the other seatbelt. You said no for you, Kevin?
I did not.
Okay, so I'm going to say you guys banged your heads, and you take 2 points of damage.
Ooh, the first damage.
And I'm dead.
No, you're not.
His brain hemorrhaged. Oh, there's brain everywhere.
Yeah, you do have you did ring your bells. Those of you that are not wearing seatbelts did get your bells rung just a little bit. Ricky is just kind of slumped over his seatbelt.
Yeah, because he was extra safe with London pulling back on it.
But with London doing that, London went like nose first into the back of the passenger seat.
Son of a gun.
You guys okay?
Your nose is bleeding a little bit, London. Yeah. It's ruining your pasty complexion.
We see what
I'm going to tilt the seat back, the front seat, and I am going to pull, if somebody can help me, pull Ricky into the back seat and strap him in down back there so that one of us can get in the front seat.
Yeah. We still on back there. That's fine.
Okay.
And while they're doing that, is the car still running?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get it back. While they're pulling and yanking and getting Rick back there, I'm going to start trying to get it back on the road.
Okay. It fights you a little bit because you're off in the grass. It is starting to snow. You have noticed that, and the car is kind of where it stopped. It seems to be like maybe in kind of deep leaves, and it's spinning a little bit. Go ahead and give me a drive check.
Okay. It's a fail.
Okay. So yeah, you're just spinning. Your tires are just. Bzzz.
Guys, I think we're stuck.
Is there anything we can shove under a tire?
Ricky is still glassy-eyed, and
I don't trust him with this, and I'm going to try and take the knife with the sheath and pass it over to Kevin.
Take the knife.
So you
I
took.
don't think there's anything in the back of the car that we could shove under the tires.
Not really.
There were the blankets, the clothes. He
That's
shoved a whole bunch of them in the back.
Yeah, it's not going to grab real good. I'm going to flash my light out the window and see if I can see the thing that we hit.
Give me a listen check.
Did we hit it, or did it just dart in front of us?
It darted in front of you, and you freaked and swerved.
Okay.
I need listen checks.
I failed. I'm a teenager.
I don't hear anything.
Listen.
Well, boys, there are blankets back here if you really want them.
Is that
What?
the bus driver?
It doesn't sound like the bus driver.
Where'd that come from?
Anybody turn to look?
Yeah.
I think all of our heads probably would have snapped back there.
Yeah.
In the back seat, in the third row of seats, is the man that had been standing in front of the car.
But that's not the bus driver?
Not the bus driver. Is the man?
I hit him.
It is a man with a hood up, and you don't recognize his face. But make POW checks for me.
Oh Lord,
For me,
this is getting real.
guys block.
Failed.
Yeah,
81.
That's a freaking 4.
Pass.
Okay. So Ricky, you failed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ricky doesn't do anything. He's quietly sitting there.
Everything
Ricky,
is okay. It's all going to be fine.
so you try to hit him, Kevin?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got the bat in one hand and the knife in the other. I'm just gonna shove the bat into the bat into his face.
I was gonna say because there's not a whole lot of room to just free swing in here.
Oh no. I got a 45, which is a success.
Is a success? Okay. Let's see if I can. Is it counterattack?
So what you would do is you would choose your way of attacking, which is going to be brawl of some sort. But he can either try and punch me back or whatever, or you can dodge. If you choose to fight back, I win on ties. If you choose to dodge, you win on ties.
Okay. Well, he got a hard success on a fight back.
So then he would succeed. I assume with just fists.
He just grabs your bat. I'm not going to have him actually try to attack you, but he does grab the bat. So he catches it.
Okay.
If
he tries to do any other than stop it, it would be opposed strength checks. But other than that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he just tries to stop it. He grabs it. He's like, "Oh, come on."
I grab the one of the pistols that I would have grabbed.
Did you get a reroll?
Can I take the reroll?
Yeah, I bought it. Well, I bought a reroll, so we have 2 rerolls right now.
I told you I'm not looking at chat anymore because I got too distracted.
The mic is getting picked up.
Weird. Can you all hear us again?
Right.
Hi,
Yeah.
we're back.
What?
Oh, you're talking to the audience.
Yeah, I'm talking
Sorry.
to the audience. Can you all hear us?
Give everybody a chance to get back into chat just in case they got dropped.
Okay, I see a yes, so I think we're okay. So that was don't know what happened. I seem to be the only one that lost internet. I don't know what that music was or whatever that noise was. Was that your chair, Shawn?
That was my chair squeaking.
I was like, did a norteño band just show up at Shawn's house?
My chair's developed a squeak.
That's fine. Okay, so yeah, apparently both of my computers that my Discord calls were running on just decided to lose complete connection to everything. So I restarted. They cycled the modem. We're back though. So Matt, I heard.
Yes, I got.
Success. Okay, critical success. That's what. So. Okay, so you go to hit him.
Yep.
And your bat passes through his face. Did you think it would be that easy?
Kind of.
Oh
no, she's getting into character.
I should lose sanity for that, Roxy. You should
Okay,
make me roll sanity.
Roll a sanity check.
So what's a 90 and a 9 get me?
Ooh.
Go ahead and lose. I'm gonna say because this is one of those weird, games.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me lose a D10.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2. Okay. Huh.
Hey, that's not bad. I could have had you roll a D20 and you could have rolled a 20, but I thought that'd be rude.
No. 99 is a critical failure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 100 is a critical failure.
100 is a critical failure, but 99 is pretty dang close.
Yeah,
So yeah. Did you really think it would be that easy, son?
Can I find the salt?
Can you find the salt? Go ahead and give me a. Let's see. Is your bag next to you, or?
I don't know. It'd probably be a luck roll at this point because
after spinning around, I think the bags all just kind of went, everywhere. So, go ahead and give me a luck roll on that.
Now, since I filled my palette, can I do anything? Do I have any agency right now, or am I just kind of in
You
La La
don't.
Land?
You hear Ricky, and in between your ears, you feel a sense of calm.
Okay.
Everything is fine. It's really
awesome.
beautiful out here. I love the snow. You think to yourself, why does Kevin sound so upset? And you hear a voice that, to you, anything that the voice says to Kevin, you hear much louder in your ears than anyone else. The sound of that voice is very loud to you, and that is the only voice that you really care about right now. I am going to say, I'll let you roll another POW check here in a little bit to see if you can shake free, but right now you're just kind of chilling.
Gotcha. Cool. I just wanted to make sure before I try to do something.
London, did you want to try to do anything?
Seeing the bat go through his head, I'm going to freak out, reach into my bag, grab the silverware, throw it at him, and say, "Eat silver, demon!"
Nice.
That's awesome.
And the silver clatters to the back seat, and he disappears. Go ahead and roll me a sanity check.
Just him or both of us?
I'm going to say just
fail.
him. Okay, lose a D10.
6.
I need both of you to roll listen checks.
Hey, I got it. It's a hard success.
Let's say that my dice decide to run away, and that is that's going to be a hard success.
Okay. All right. You guys hear a door opening.
Which door?
Right now, the one next to you. Ricky, I need you to roll me a POW check.
Okay.
With a penalty die.
Oh.
Can I position my body to rabbit kick the door hard while it's starting to open?
If you hadn't said penalty die, I got a 7 on the 1, and then you said penalty die, now I've got a 97.
It's the way it works, John. That's the way it works. So,
wait, can I take that other reroll we have?
Yes, you can.
Sure.
God! This dice going to jail. It just rolled a 90 again.
Okay.
But
All
yes,
right.
I'm still everything is awesome mode.
You also hear Ricky's door open as Ricky unbuckles and gets out of the car, and Rick gets out of the car. So you are positioned to rabbit kick Ricky out the door.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that somebody was opening the door from the outside.
The Rick and Ricky are exiting the vehicle.
I'm gonna try and stop Ricky. I'm gonna shake him.
Okay, give me another POW check, Ricky.
Sure. Disadvantage?
No, because you're being assisted by someone this time.
Can I still can use luck, right?
You can. There's also another reroll, but I don't know if you want to save that in case there's something else later.
Yeah, no, I've got plenty of luck because I need a 50 and I rolled a 54, so I'm just going to spend 4 points to take it to a 50.
Okay.
Okay, cool. What's
So-
going on?
You're leaving the car. What are you doing, man?
The voice was telling me I needed to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what are we doing? Quick.
So, does anybody try to stop Rick?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll try and shake him.
Okay, go. Okay. I rolled a POW check for him just to see, but if you guys weren't gonna, I was gonna let it slide. But yeah, he snaps out of it too, and he's like, "Holy shit, it's cold! What the? Where are we?"
Shut the door.
We gotta get going. What can we wedge under the tires because we're stuck.
There's and all around you, you see the snow is coming down heavier. The wind is blowing much colder than it was even a short time ago, and and you hear it's almost cacophonous, but it sounds like there is just a brutal wind blowing through these trees, and there's creaking and you don't see the snow necessarily moving as though there's a strong breeze, but it sounds like there is just a wind howling through a bunch of barren trees in the winter, and there's creaking of wood and snapping of twigs, and
everybody out of the car. Let's just stuff as much blankets and clothes from the back under the rear tires, and let's just try to get out of here.
All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to say, what are your initiatives?
Oh no,
55.
that's Dex, right?
Dex,
Yep.
yeah.
50.
50 for everybody?
No,
I got 55.
You got a 55, okay. So,
I'm gonna look at Ricky and say, how far was town?
are you talking Rick?
yeah.
It's like 10 miles. We are not close.
He said he could walk there faster. I thought he was serious.
No, he was frustrated with you. He speaks in hyperbole. He is a teenage boy.
It's fair. That's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, so you guys get out. Go ahead, and each of you tell me what you're going to do to try to get the car unstuck.
I'm gonna run to the back, pop it open.
Okay.
Okay?
Go ahead, Shawn.
What are you doing?
And then I'm going to start pulling those blankets out and stuffing them under the wheel nearest to me, one of the rear wheels nearest to me.
I'm going to keep an eye out for whatever is going to come and try and eat us so I can hit it. Hopefully. Maybe.
Okay, since you have the higher initiative, Matt, go ahead and do a spot hidden so you can see if you see anybody. You guys currently have 2 rerolls on the table.
I got a success.
All right. You see a lot of trees. A lot of trees. A lot of snow. You see, you think you're like, because you're on edge anyway, and you only lost 2 points of sanity, so it's not a big deal, but you did see something that was quite shocking very, very recently. And you did knock your head pretty good when you guys went around that in the tilt-a-whirl. And you're pretty sure you think you see like trees moving, like in ways that trees aren't supposed to move. And all around you.
Someone like start stuffing that other back tire so we can get the hell out of here.
Why don't you give me another sanity check, Kevin?
That is success.
Okay. Then you're just freaked out. I'm gonna say you lose one, just for grins, but you're super freaked out.
Whittle away.
Yeah, we're just gonna whittle that down. Yeah, you're pretty sure you see trees moving. Do you say anything?
I say, guys, the Chillbanes are coming. Hurry! I'll hold them off. If I can.
Chillbanes. What do you here? What now? No.
The trees are moving. Get the stuff onto the tires so we can leave, Ricardo.
I'm shoving stuff under the tires. Somebody get in the driver's seat so we can get this car rolling.
All right, I'm back in the driver's seat then.
Okay. So, Ricky,
leave everybody behind.
Well, maybe we need to roll who makes it into the car. No. So, as Ricky hops back in the car, you can't. It's too late to leave. It's too late to leave. Stop it. This is my outfit.
You remind me of the Kermit, the evil Kermit talking to the good Kermit.
That's exactly what I am.
What's too late? Who are you?
Well, since Ricky was getting back into drive, the hooded man is in the passenger seat.
Oh, okay, so he's talking to me?
Yeah. Might as well join your friends. There's no use in fighting it. Let's just go.
Yeah, we are going to go. We're going to leave. We're leaving now. We're not staying. We want to leave.
He reaches out to touch you, Ricky.
I'm gonna recoil back.
Roll me a POW check at with a penalty dice.
Penalty dice.
You've already been under his power once.
I know. Come on, big numbers. Oh my god.
I assume the rest of you are still shoving blankets under the back tires to see if you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled 2 50s and a 5. So I'm gonna spend 5 more points.
Okay.
To succeed.
Okay. All right. You withstand his power this time.
Somebody help!
And he's going to go ahead and he snaps out of visage. He snaps out of vision, and you guys don't see him. So do you try to turn the engine over?
Yeah.
Did you guys tell me you're still shoving blankets under the back, or are you trying to get in the car?
I did.
I assume he is, and Rick is. I'm literally watching with the bat, waiting for something to get close.
Okay. So yeah. So the Chillbanes are still. You still hear that sound? It's getting a little bit louder. And go ahead and give me another listen check.
Sure.
Just Matt or all of us?
Nope.
Just Matt. Matt is outside.
Nope.
Go ahead and give me a listen check, London.
Okay.
Use those.
Hard success.
Meters.
Hard success. Okay. You hear you're hearing the same the creaking of the trees and all of that, and now you're hearing footsteps. It sounds like a lot of footsteps.
There's a lot of footsteps coming this way, guys.
So we've got the back of the. What are we in? I forgot.
A Suburban.
Get the back of the Suburban open. I'm going to start yelling. The guy was in here again. We need to go. Come on, everybody, get in.
5, go. We can
Alright.
jump.
I'm jumping in.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a drive check.
Come on. Our lives depend upon it.
Here.
Regular success.
Or Raiders, that's whatever.
What guy was in the car? What guy's in the car? And
the one that-
Ricky's like looking in the car, or Rick is looking in the car, but you start to drive off. So he kind of like he's got 1 foot in, and you guys kind of peel off, and you get back to the pavement, and give me a luck check, Ricky.
Let's see. Luck is 38. I rolled a 31.
Okay. You managed to actually go the right way. You weren't entirely sure which direction was out. It all looks the same out here. But you managed to go the right way. And once again, you get almost to the road. And the hooded man stands, and he's not hooded anymore, but a man is standing in the road. Guys, stop the car!
Why? That's the dude.
No, I'm not stopping it.
That's my dad.
Well, your dad's trying to kill us.
Guys, that's my dad.
Your dad's trying to kill you too.
My dad's dead.
Then that's not really your dad, is it?
So I guess we should just keep driving. Hit him.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Rick gets out of the car.
He jumps out of the moving car?
Yeah.
Speed?
You guys, it's a winding road. You guys feel like you're driving real fast. You're not going that fast.
Yes, at speed. What I'm saying is not.
He's like, stop. And he kind of like is trying to get you to stop the car. Not like he was before. Like before,
Right.
he was just reaching for the wheel. This is like, stop the car.
Jump out.
No
then.
way,
Go.
dude. No, don't do it. It's a
I'm
trick.
not stopping.
Okay, he gets out of the car. You guys keep driving?
Yeah.
I try to stop him.
What'd you say?
Tuck and roll, Rick.
Stop and tuck and roll.
I'm trying to stop him.
Okay.
Well, then just let him go.
Dude, no. This guy saved our life once. At least so we can pay it back.
Why do you have to be like that? Fine, I just slam the brakes.
And Len and I, who are not wearing seatbelts again, take damage.
Yeah. So, you stop the car, and the hooded, not the hooded, he's not hooded anymore. He's standing out, or he's not there anymore. The man that was there, and Ricky is like, what are you? What are you doing here? And you guys get out of the car?
Yeah, only to drag him back in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay in the driver's seat to just get out of here when you're back in.
Give me spot hidden checks, London. Whoever gets out of the car, give me a spot hidden check.
Well, 15. That's
Regular success.
Okay. You guys see footprints in the snow leading off of the road. Lots of not like a band of soldiers march through here, but you see a good, like, more than a few people walk through here.
It wasn't snow. There wasn't snow on the ground before tonight, right?
Not before tonight.
Okay.
It started snowing probably about, with all the stuff that you guys did with the cars, I'm going to say that took about 20 minutes or so.
So this is a lot of snow for 20 minutes too, right?
Mm-hmm. It's snowing hard.
It's magic snow.
Okay.
And like I said, the temperature feels like it has dropped like 30 degrees, 30, 40 degrees. It is cold. So it is accumulating, and it is
Can we
cold.
see Rick?
You can. It's getting the snow is falling very thickly, so it's a little heavy, but you can see him. and he's like, "Guys, there's footsteps, there's footprints."
Yeah, not good kinds.
Yeah, let's get in
Rick-
the car.
Yeah.
Rick,
There's-
please.
what is this? And you see him kind of walk over towards where the footprints are, and he picks up. You see him pick up something off the ground,
Rick,
and he comes up, and it's a magazine. It's a Nintendo Power magazine.
Nintendo Power. Love it.
Rick.
Let's go for the light and see what it is. Headlights.
No, how about we get back in the car where it's warm so you guys can see what it is?
Rick, nobody out here in this kind of temperature just walking around is still alive. Please,
No,
just come with us to the city. If you want to come back out here and look around afterwards, fine. But go with us to the city.
I need somebody who can roll idea. Who wants to? I need an idea check.
I'll roll it.
We're all rolling, see who has the best.
I succeeded.
That's good because I failed.
I got a regular success, so
London and Ricky, you remember that Taryn, one of the other kids that came to camp with you, talked nonstop about video games. And London, when you went over and you checked when you guys went over and checked the other cabin, you remember some of the magazines were Nintendo Power magazines. You're pretty sure the other kids might have come through here, and recently.
Why would the other kids be out here? The dude from the other cabin. Taryn?
They're getting murdered.
Oh, you mean the one that was obsessed with Nintendo?
Yeah, that's his magazine. Why is it out here?
I don't know what.
Evan's just sitting there, murder. Murder. Guys,
So-
we have to go get them. We cannot just leave them out here.
We can't get
My
them.
grandpa-
We don't have.
Nobody left is alive.
You wanted to go get the cops, Rick. Remember?
Nobody is going to live through this temperature.
What? How big is Ricky?
Ricky he's a, well, yeah, you mean Decker? Decker is, he's a pretty stocky, solid 17-year-old. I'm going to say 180.
Do I think with like a 16 strength that I could just like chuck him over my shoulder and drag him back to the car?
You could certainly try Ricky, but I'm going to say he starts to head off. He's like, no, my grandpa said that there were people that wanted to I guess feed you guys to the mountain, and we missed. You know, obviously they didn't get you, but they got the other guys, and I think they have my grandpa. And I can't just leave him out there.
I get that, but what are we going to do?
We all have guns.
Do you,
Like that's going to help up against these things.
I can't.
It might help against the
Outside of a
people that my grandpa said want to feed the mountain.
that's great. So we fight whoever is feeding them to the mountain, but what if whatever's in the mountain is already there?
Roxy,
I don't think it works that. I don't.
Can I ask a question, Roxy? So
Yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Player has made this connection that chillbanes are actually protective spirits against the mountain creature whose name.
Okay.
And I'm
The cold
spacing
one. The cold one is all he's. You know him as. That's all the lore says.
So, is there, in my knowledge of like 45 of occult, like this idea that I could beseech them to help us?
Perhaps. You can certainly try.
Okay.
So I would be good with that plan because I've got 79 in occult.
So I'm not going to say a word to anybody. I'm just going to like with
Okay.
the bat in the snow, like draw what I think is a proper symbol. Who knows? And then start chanting whatever I think is correct.
Okay. And
Hold on.
because Rick is like, what the hell are you doing?
Hold on. No, I'm sending this to chat. This is the perfect time for you guys to see that I rolled a 2.
Nice. Okay. Nice. So I assume that's an extreme success with a 2 under 45.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
That is a beautiful protective symbol.
So I draw the symbol on the ground and I start chanting to the Chillbanes, asking them to help us save Rick's grandfather so that we can get out of here.
You hear footsteps walking out of the woods and out of the snow toward you.
Oh, also, I should make a sanity check.
Yes, make a sanity check. Oh, yeah, because you're doing magics.
Magic, yeah.
We never do this in Mask, so I never think about magic sanity.
You're smart enough to never use magic.
No, we used magic once, and it drove Bobby insane.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. One time. That is a success.
Okay. So, I'm going to still say you lose a D4.
Cool, yeah, makes sense. Oh. That's 3, okay.
Okay. But you hear footsteps coming out of the woods.
Okay. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep beseeching the Chillbanes to help us. I mean, it's in their name. This is not as far as my character is concerned, this is not a part.
Sure. Yeah.
Completely wrong, but to me, this seems logical.
So out from the snow in the woods approaches a very tall figure. It is clothed. It is wearing a long, kind of cloaky robe type thing. Huh?
No, just the cloaky robe. I liked it.
He is a cloaky robe, a roby cloak, and he or they have a very long face, and they are. Why the long face?
I say
no. He's not sad. He's just and he looks like a melding of human and tree. And he has humanoid features. He walks and he walks like a human. He hasn't said anything yet. Kind of Groot-ish, if I were to describe. So I mean, but and he comes, like I said, he's wearing this cloak. He is protected. He actually looks like he's protected against the cold fairly well. I mean, it's like an insulated thing. It's kind of weird to look at. It's incongruous. His look as like his physiology with the jacket or with the long coat and cloak. But he comes out and he stands at the edge of the clearing where you have drawn this massive symbol and are chanting. And when he speaks, I can't do it, but it sounds like the voice you heard Mr. Cartwright talking to that one night in the woods when you saw the sap, when you saw Tom's blood. And it's a very raspy, very harsh, just hollow, barren sound. And he says, I don't know how you know what you're, to do what you're doing, but you have called on us to speak. What do you have to say?
The man that speaks to you normally, old man Cartwright, there it is. Is he in danger? Does the cold one have him?
The cold one does not.
Do you have him?
I do not.
Do those of your kind have him? Maybe I should just ask, where is he?
We do not. We do not know where Cartwright is. He was to meet us tonight, and he did not.
Is he in danger?
Yes, but perhaps not for why you think.
Is he in danger from the man we keep seeing? Hooded man.
And the hooded man steps out from behind the tall man and says, yes, he is.
Did he kill you?
Me? He certainly tried. Certainly tried, but he...
I look, hard look, just glare at Rick. Just like, I told you.
Told you.
Rick Decker is... he doesn't look okay. Because once again, he's confronted with his father. So he doesn't even recognize I told you so.
Dead Dad, the ghost sorcerer. Jeez.
Dead Dad, the ghost. Dad.
That sounds like the best sitcom ever.
I know, right?
What? And he's just kind of lost. He goes, I don't think you know who you're speaking with either. And when he says that, the trees around you just step forward.
That should be a sanity check for all of us.
Yeah,
Like
everybody needs to roll a sanity check.
That's a pass.
Oh, yeah, I failed that.
Okay, if you failed, lose a D10 or a D12, and if you succeeded, lose a D8.
I lost 5.
I have gone temporarily insane.
Okay.
I lost 12.
Okay.
I lost 12.
All right. How would what do you think Kevin would do?
Well, I throw the bat because I'm afraid of wood.
Okay. Okay, so you're
and then I don't leave the circle, but I kind of like shrink in on myself in the circle.
Like full on fetal position?
Not quite fetal position, but more of like yeah, kinda. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm laying on the ground, but I am.
sure you are doubled over and hugging your knees.
Yeah. Kind of like, I'm hidden, you can't see me.
Sure.
Right here. Yeah.
Okay, Ricky in London, how much did you lose?
I lost 5. I'm not temporarily insane.
I lost 4 on top of the already 7 I've lost.
Is that
20%.
Is that 20% of your total?
Actually, yes, it is.
Okay, so you also have gone a break. So what would you do?
This last bit right here outside, John, right? At night.
What's up?
That would have all been during the time we've been outside.
Oh, yeah.
At night. Yeah. So as long as it's within the last hour, it's a break.
Yeah, and it's been within. So what would London do? Mind you, you cannot run because every tree around you, the circle closed.
Honestly, I think he might light a flare and try and run to put it in the gas tank of the Suburban.
Well, let's hold on. Let's hold on that for a second. Ricky,
you asked. I mean, I'm sorry.
I did. No, that's fine. I'm fine with letting you choose what you do in your moment of insanity. You become suicidal and are willing to take out everyone around you. Okay, good to know.
That's that anime he watches all the time.
Yeah. Ricky, you did not lose enough to have a break, right? So you're just shaken though. You're not in a good way.
No, I'm not in a good way.
I will throw out there there are 2 rerolls on the table. Do you guys want to use them for this sanity roll?
I'm good.
Okay.
Like,
I rolled a 4 on a 10, and I mean, no matter what, I'm doing a break. I mean, even if I rolled a 2, I'm hitting a break.
No, I mean, you could re-roll your sanity roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if I re-rolled my sanity roll, I would have to have to get a 1 for it not to be a break.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So, and Rick, for all intents and purposes, seems to have kind of lost the way too. He just kind of falls to his knees, staring at his dad. So, Ricky, you are the one left to talk to.
No pressure, guys.
And he said, I wish this could have been easier, but August just never he never believed in this like he was supposed to.
Who's August?
Oh, Mr. Cartwright.
Okay.
Mr.
Well, I mean, I said that to him, not to you. That's why I wouldn't have said it like with attitude to you.
Mr. Cartwright, my son's grandfather.
Oh, okay.
The one who tried to offer me to the cold one.
Why are we being offered to the cold one? I mean, the other boys are missing, aren't they? With the cold one now,
They are, but there is an order to things,
okay. So,
and there have to be more, or else the cold one comes out of the mountain, and he takes over. He goes into Low Pine Town, and he would hurt the innocents.
honestly, I'm not going to speak for the other guys. I'm okay with that. Just let us go.
No, I appreciate that you're okay with it. I'm not okay with it. There are dear family and friends of mine there.
So you're not dead?
No, I don't think so. I don't like to think of myself as dead. He tried to offer me up. He didn't know that I knew more than he does.
I'm going to reach into my back pocket, grab a handful of salt, and throw it at him.
And salt bays off of his cloak.
Really? His assault failed.
My assault failed.
Yes, his assault failed.
So you're I don't know what to do now. I've done everything that I know. You're good giving your son to the cold one?
Oh, I won't give my son to the cold one.
Good, then let us go too. We'll get your son to safety.
Try a battery. See, this is why I can't read chat. So while he's talking, I need Ricky to give me a spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Okay. I gotta find some good dice because I've been rolling really bad. Alright, let's try these two. Yeah, no, it's 94.
Okay.
I can't even luck my way down to something that passes.
The circle of trees moves in a little farther. And the tall one said, "It is time to go, boys. Well, there is not much time to wait, and Father is hungry."
Yeah, can I use my knowledge of occult to try and control them?
Sure. Give me an occult roll.
I'm going to basically use Kevin's circle to try and look my way into this. Okay, I feel like I need to take a picture. I just rolled a 1.
We're the best at occult. We can't do anything else.
Nice.
I want to take a picture because... Ah! Shoot! Tearing things apart.
Now we're screaming.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
yes, I rolled a 1.
Yeah. All right. So you roll a 1, and you quickly do some
weird hand gestures that
some drawing with the symbol, and you change a few things because you think that because you know spell work, right?
Right.
You've been studying spells and stuff like that, whereas Kevin was rocking some cryptids and was trying some cool cryptid stuff. And so yeah, you change the symbol a little bit, you draw a little bit more, and do you still have a knife?
I've still got my switchblade. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say you slice open your palm, and then you slam your palm down in the symbol. And while you're doing that, the Rick's dad is like, "What is that?" I mean, he just is scornfully laughing at you because he just thinks that you're such a cute child trying to play in the big leagues with your fancy magic points, but when you do that, a warm light kind of comes up out of the symbol and splashes outward, and the emissary, the tall man, he kind of and there's a moment where he seems frozen, like the cold finally reaches him, and then the circle of trees kind of turns and faces the man in the hood.
And I'm gonna, with my hand still pressed into the circle, you will let us go.
And the trees start to the trees start to turn and walk towards the man in the hood. And he's like, he realizes that the emissary is frozen. And he starts looking around at the Chilbanes. And he was like, I can't let you go, or else other people will die. No one will miss you. You're just a delinquent. You don't know what you're doing. You're committing an entire town to die.
No, I'm making sure that we live so that this won't happen again. If some people are hurt from this, that's going to be the case. But
you think he can eat once and not be and be sated for the rest of eternity?
No, but I think I can go to some authorities and let them know that some bad stuff is going to happen, and whether they believe me or not, they'll start seeing it, and maybe we'll draw some attention to get someone who has real power to stop you.
And he's starting to kind of walk backwards because the Chilbanes are still slowly moving towards him.
Well, why don't you give yourself to the cold one? Maybe that will sate him.
I have made my pact with the cold one.
Contracts can be rewritten. Go sacrifice yourself to save your son and your town.
Where is your Aquanet and lighter?
It's in the backpack, unfortunately.
Well, I will say this much. Ricky has the full attention of the man, and the emissary is frozen. The emissary seems to have turned into a tree.
Would it be fair to say that the Chilbanes have moved away from the vehicle?
They have.
Okay. Then I will head towards the vehicle. If I see a way out, I will head that direction.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and say you can do that. Would you like to give me a spot hidden to see if you can find the lighter in the Aquanet?
Yes, I will love to do that. 27. That's hard.
Nice.
Success.
London, would you like to try to do anything now that the Chilbanes are not looking at you?
Oh God, I'm gonna blow up this car.
London, it's okay. We can go now. Just get in the car.
London would realize, I'm going to say, London, you realize that they have moved away from the car, and blowing up the car might not be the most effective way to get out of the situation.
Well, now that it's not either we die by our own hand or theirs, my character's a little bit happier with that. But is there a tank of gas or anything?
You guys never went for the kerosene. I mean, there's gas in the gas tank, but
the blankets were put under the tires.
There are lots of blankets and clothes. Keep us warm. They will all.
There'll
burn.
be other stuff to light. Yep. So, and he's like, and he's like, it is not so easy to change this contract. And he starts to kind of, he's still paying attention to you, but you see him frantically start to mumble words, and he pulls some components that you can't really tell what they are out of his cloak, out from inside his cloak, and he seems to be trying to regain control of the situation, but it is not working. That symbol is still aglow that you made in the snow. And
guys, let me know when you get in the car, because I don't know if I pull my hand up if this spell's going to end or not. Once you're in the car, I'll come running.
And there's the sound of a motor, and kind of a, not necessarily a gas motor. It sounds more kind of battery, but or electric. But and a what? Well,
David got the battery he wanted.
Got the battery he wanted. a little snowmobile comes out from down the road through the snow, because it is still snowing very heavily, and you are awash in headlight from the snowmobile, and there is a man on the snowmobile with a flashlight, and what looks to be a shotgun, and bundled up with a hat on, and you recognize his silhouette as Mr. Cartwright.
I'm gonna be like, help!
And Mr. Cartwright gets off, and he fires a shot very quickly in the direction of Rick's dad and the emissary tree, and he and it's just a warning shot. It doesn't hit. And he's like, go, and he just goes, get in the Suburban, and he reaches down with his free hand, and he's like, Ricky, get in the car, and he pushes.
Are you driving, or is it me?
Not you. He's talking to his grandson.
Sorry.
He's like, get him out of here. And Mr. Cartwright advances with his shotgun, and he said, I told you, Darren, I did not want to see you come back here. I shot you once, I will shoot you again. And he fires again. And
I light up the Aquanet and charge him with the blazing fire. Darren.
Darren?
With the
yeah, I was like, are you charging Mr. Cartwright? You're going to set the old man aflame? You come at him, and he's backing up because he's moving. He's getting out of the way of the buckshot, which seems to have caught part of his robes, and Cartwright's like, you just get in the car and get out of here. I will take care of this. Get my grandson to safety.
So I'll grab Rick, drag him to the car.
Okay. And there's another gunshot, and you hear Darren yelling.
And I'm gonna get him in the car, and then I guess I'm driving.
And then you see the So do you release mental hold over the Chillbanes?
I feel like it would have to be that, because I'm not concentrating on that circle or.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I'm trying to. I feel like there's an adult here. He's taking care of it.
Okay, adult. Thank you.
Yes.
I saw London grab the flares from earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I yell, London, flare, and then I throw the Aquanet at Darren, just the can of it, hope that it lands near him. And then London, you would understand, I would hope, to light the flare and throw it at the can. Because it burns hot enough, it'll melt through the metal.
And boom.
And then, yeah. So I'll roll throw, which I actually am kind of good at.
Okay.
I'm not that good. I'm going to take one of them rerolls.
Do it. Now's the time.
Don't forget, we still have to drive out of here. I need one reroll for that. Hopefully not, but
that is a success.
Okay. Okay. So I need London to throw a flare.
That is a regular success.
Nicely done. All right. So the flare lands pretty darn close to that can of Aquanet, and I'm gonna say when you boys see it, you run, and you're dragging Ricky with you, and Cartwright takes note of it, but he's a good bit off of it. That Okay, we have another one on the table just in case.
Thank you.
He's like, get him out of here, and you see, as you all get in the car, Ricky, go ahead and give me that drive check.
Come on, Jeff. Come on, work for once. It's another one.
Nice. All right. Those tires catch asphalt. You zip out. You see, it's not long before you see, the highway and a lone street light out. It's not a street light, but it's one of those lights that's on someone else's farm or something. And you see, and you're like, I'm just going to go until I see a sign. And you take off in the rearview mirror. You all, if you choose to look back, you see the Chillbanes close around Darren. You do see a bright flash as the Aquanet ignites and blows up. But you guys do drive off into the night, into the very cold night. I don't know why I went Kermit for into the very cold night. First,
Gotta put
the hood. Yeah, it's the hood.
So real quick, do I need to roll sanity for that spell?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. You probably should have. I forget about that.
It's a 9, so that's way under.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna say you lose a D3.
A D3. Okay. So I rolled a 3, so that's 2 points.
That's fine. Yep.
All right, cool. I'm still good. I'm not close to breaking yet.
So you guys, I'm gonna say you get to town. You head to the sheriff's station. There is one bored dispatcher twiddling their thumbs as they wait for calls that never come in. And you 4 boys tell them a pretty wild story. And not long after, Rick's grandma shows up. And she says there's a fire out at the lodge. And if somebody doesn't get out there, you know that whole place is going to go up. Because it's all just dry brush out there.
Told you so. Just like look at the officer and be like, told you. You should have done something. Like,
and I mean, the officer takes he writes the reports, but he does. You're right. He doesn't send anybody until she comes in, and she is a respected member of this community. That lodge and that equestrian center, a lot of very wealthy families are a part of that lodge and that equestrian center, and they send somebody out there, and you boys, they call your parents. They have your parents come and get you the next morning. They keep you in a holding cell because they have nowhere else to keep you. So that's the safest place for you. You're not really keen on going anywhere else.
Is it possible to say that I had the IDs of the bus driver still on me?
Sure. I'll let you do that.
Thank you. I'll pass those over.
And the guy, he's like, okay, and he puts them in a little manila envelope, and but when your parents come the next morning, you hear through the night, if you sleep or if you don't. Those of you that don't sleep hear people come in, maybe the fire captain and the sheriff come through, and they're all like, well, it lit up like Christmas, and it burned a good chunk of the foot of the mountain, and most of the lodge is just, I mean, it just burned like tinder, and which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it did. And I mean, even the old farmhouse is gone.
When I hear that, I say, what about the other 3 boys?
We did find the bodies of the other 3 boys. It honestly looks a little suspicious. We think that maybe they tried to start a fire, trying to get out of their community service. One of them did have an arson on his record. That's what he was doing community service for, because that's what you do for arson cases. It's give them community service. Huh?
What about Mr. Cartwright?
We have not been able to locate Mr. Cartwright. There are still teams out there trying to put out the last bits of the fire and looking for any survivors or any remains.
Is Rick still with us?
He is.
Is he aware, or is he still kind of catatonic?
No, he's aware, and he's spent he kind of like cried himself to an uneasy sleep.
Because I'm just gonna be like, dude, he might be okay.
He did not want to go with his grandma. I mean, his grandmother. I guess he wouldn't be there. I guess he would have gone with her anyway. but
I mean, the cops would have forced that issue.
Yeah. No, you're going with your grandma.
Okay, cool. So never mind.
Yeah, never mind about him.
If we have a moment, I'm gonna look at the other London and Kevin's like, I don't know what I'm going to tell my parents. This is not good. They're going to think that
The other kids started a fire.
we escaped, fortunately.
He escaped when we saw that there was a fire and that the woods were going up. And that Mr. Cartwright told us to take the Suburban. Some of that is not a lie.
Actually, I'm good with that story, guys. Do me a favor, London. Don't forget this, because no offense, if I ever see you guys again, I hope it's not for a long, long time, because every time we're together, we almost die.
I disagree. I think that we should stay in contact. I think that London needs to prove to his parents that he can make friends, normal friends, and
Normal.
and that we can talk London up to his parents about how much he inspired us to be better people. You know what I'm saying, Ricky?
Yeah, I'm following you.
Then obviously when you and I work together on something, we survive.
Hey, London, do me a favor. Start researching something a little more serious than anime.
Whatever.
If you want to research anime, like maybe like check out ones that have cool magic that will save us from I don't know, murder seals. I don't know what's coming next time.
Murder seals.
Or watch some horror anime.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I bet you the Japanese culture has a lot of cool cryptids.
I don't want to.
They do. They do.
I don't want to think about that.
Rick Decker does come and see you in the morning, and he confirms that they have still not found his grandfather. They have not found his dad either.
What are you gonna do?
Grandma's got family. A little farther west. We're just gonna go stay with them, but
is it gonna be out of the range of this mountain?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. I don't think you want to stay around here.
The way Grandma was talking, there's already been some people coming around asking questions about some of the accidents that have happened here in the past and some of the people that have gone missing on the mountain. That there is there's already some investigations, and this just adds to it. The lodge always kind of prevented a lot of looking into things. They seem to always kind of stand in the way, and but maybe that's not going to be the issue anymore. So,
like pen and paper from the police.
Yeah.
So as Rick's talking to us, I'm going to feel sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to write down my phone number and my Alta Vista email address.
I was just say, Rick already has his email. His Hotmail is available, or his AOL. It's his.
Yeah, let's be honest, we all have AOL. It was all free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I was going to go with my GeoCities account email, but okay.
I was just going to write it down on an AOL CD. There's always tons of those laying around.
He's like, here's my AOL Instant Messenger username. If you wanna chat me, sometime or send me an email. I think they have the internet in Indiana.
Maybe, yeah. Rick, I don't want you to think that this was rough, and it was rough coming to terms with what was going on. And I don't think your grandpa's a bad man. I just think he got stuck in a bad situation.
Yeah, I mean, did we do the right thing? Did we doom the people in this area to be constantly attacked by this thing?
Didn't doom anybody.
I mean,
was make sure that we didn't die to it. We can't take responsibility for something that large. Bunch of kids.
Well, guys, if you really believe in all this stuff, which I'm not saying I don't, but I'm like, if you guys believe that you've got some sort of idea with magic or whatever it is that you're doing, I think we need to research, since we got the best handle on what's going on here. And I think we need to be ready to come back and deal with this thing, because it probably will eventually wipe out this city.
There's some people that I've been talking to. I think organizations out there that might be able to help us with this. But I need to get back home to my computer to be able to let them know what we saw. They may be able to help.
Got to get back on your magic BBS.
Yeah, my bulletin board.
Sure.
So, I think you're right, Kevin. Let's stay in touch. London, try not to forget this time.
I don't think I'm forgetting this.
All right, and there's a nice slow fade to black as the four of you exchange emails and phone numbers, and you realize that Rick's email address is a hell, I don't know what was cool then, a Street Sharks reference, and you get into a deep conversation about Street Sharks and what is superior, Street Sharks or gargoyles, and the answer is gargoyles.
Gargoyles, 100%.
And
always gargoyles.
Always gargoyles, and it fades out, and that is where we end Bunkhouse B Camp Coldwind tonight.
Nice.
Thank you for sticking with us. It got a little weird at the end as I was struggling imagining the layout of this, because they went places that I didn't think we were going to go, and so when
I went by a cult to do this thing, you were like, "Okay, shit, Matt, what are you doing?" I could hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Because for a little behind the scenes for the people that are watching, we went into this like, oh yeah, we're going to do some spells, but none of us could come up with a spell to use or have access to prepare for this.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I mean, a lot of this was just winging it, but it was a lot of fun, and I had a loose idea. I knew that Mr. Decker was going to show up. I knew that Mr. Cartwright was going to show up, and that was about as far as it went. So
that's how I run 90% of my games. So you're doing
see, there we go, and 90% of Matt's games are out of modules. So just
yeah, I take the very, very bare bones of construction and then just wing the rest of it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that was Camp Coldwind. Our players live to see another day. Will we ever see these boys come back together? Probably so. I already have ideas.
Is adults this time?
Close. Yeah, close. New adults.
Yeah, like 20s.
Yeah, like
yeah.
We'll talk after the show. I don't want to give too much away yet because it's not going to happen for a while. But but yeah, so thank you very much for joining us. This is Bunkhouse B Camp Coldwind. Again, I am Roxanne. I am the GM for tonight. You can find me all over the internet at @RueWorks. I am here on almost every show we do. I'm also make appearances the Wednesday nights before the show, which normally is our Illuminated Page time slot, which is our Call of Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep campaign that Matt is GMing, that Shawn and John and I are both in, along with our friend David, who is in chat as the Farlane, who just put some pie in chat there. We are, I think, wrapping that up this season. We're about to dive into season 3. I don't know if that's going to be in 2 weeks, if we're going to wait a little bit longer on that. We'll see. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that.
I'm so very ready for that in 2 weeks. So yeah, we will definitely do that.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we'll dive back into Illuminated Page. Next Thursday, we should have the next episode of Season 2 of not Ninja Crusade, Growing Shadows, which is our Ninja Crusade 2nd Edition actual play that is GM'd by John and features a bunch of our friends from Texas who have their power back now, I believe. Tuesday, are we going to try to wrap up that Tomes of Isolation? Or are we going to just keep that show on hiatus for a minute?
What I'm going to do on Tuesday is I'm going to run Tomes of Isolation. I'm going to read through the stuff. I want to just get through the rest of the story. It has been...
Yeah, let's just finish the story. It's been like 16 weeks of this Night Road vampire.
I'm going to really push to get through it. It is a little, I think, too big for our
I agree. It became more than we were prepared for, and as much as I was interested in learning more about Vampire the Masquerade, and I might be willing to play it one day, this has been too many vampires for me, and I just don't care anymore.
Well, that I will say it was phenomenal, and if I were fully isolated, and I needed a game fix, it's perfect for that.
It's a solid story.
Yeah.
It is really good, and there are a bunch of others from that same company, and then also Marquis is also putting out other vampire ones. I think one's coming out in June.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry, John. Did you have something to say?
I was going to say that it is, for me, though, because of the depth to it, it's very hard to watch someone else play it for that one.
Sure. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. We've got Illuminated Page coming up next week, or in 2 weeks. Break Shadows a week from today. Don't forget our Discord, our YouTube channel, our Facebook, and our Twitter. I know Roxy's throwing those into the chat as we speak. And then we've got Star Trek coming up sometime. The beginning of this year has been a little rough. Getting started, moving, and
For sure.
had infection for a little while, and just stuff. So we're gonna get there. But thank you guys for coming out. Roxy, thank you for running a fantastic game.
You did great. It was so much fun.
Thank
We
you.
threw
Thank you.
weird curveballs at you.
I do it to my GMs too, so that's fine.
True.
I told Amanda, I was like, I need to plan some stuff today, and then I got to lunch break and I was like, I'm not going to plan anything. I mean, I have an idea of what needs to happen and where we're going, but I'm just going to wait. And she was like, well, which one did you choose? And I was like, well, we're going to wait and see what they do. And that was the best option, because I couldn't have prepared for you guys to take the bus and drive off.
Welcome.
Successfully.
Now I want to know what happened to the bus driver. Is he dead?
He's just in the woods waiting to murder us.
No, he turned into a bear, guys.
Or he
Turned
was
into a bear.
all along.
Okay, can you before we go, can you tell us what was crucial about the insignia on his jacket?
It was he worked for the lodge.
Oh, okay.
His jacket had the lodge name on it.
Is it the same symbol that's next to the word Camp and Coldwind in our
Yes.
stream?
Yeah.
That's what I
Nice.
Cool.
But yeah, so thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, we will come back with this. I really appreciate everybody in chat, and just keep following us. We really, I'm hoping that now that we're moved and things are getting settled again, or that we're gonna be able to kind of ramp up this channel a little bit more and get some more content out there. So we really ask you guys to follow, tell your friends to follow. If we could hit another follower goal on all of our stuff, I know we're trying to build the Passion Nerdly YouTube, the Quiett Gentleman YouTube, and all of that. If we could hit some follower goals on there, get into some triple digits on everything, I think that would really, because we're gonna be putting out some content that we really want you all to be a part of. So we love you all. And we thank you for being here. Subscribe, follow, tell your friends, share, and tell share, and and we'll have a good night. It's going to be Friday soon, and that's a good day for everyone. Goodness. So, y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to roll the outro, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Night, everybody.
Bye.